Good morning. Looks like it's time to start our day. It is 8:30 in the morning, and we've got a lot of work to do today. All right, let's get up. We'll get things started. I can't believe I actually slept in that bed. I was so tired. I don't care how dirty that thing is. I'm going to sleep on it. But I don't care how dirty this thing is. I am not taking a bath in there. There's no way. I wish this place had a shower. Let's turn on some lights. I'm not really that hungry right now. Maybe we'll do some work up an appetite, and then we'll come back and have some breakfast. For now, let's take in some sunshine. Why is it so bright out here? Something is missing. Does anyone else notice anything weird? All the trees seem to be gone, except for the ones around my farm. What? This is insane. Where did all the trees go? That sawmill just came back. Did they already cut down all of the trees in no man's land? That is strange and quite impressive, to say the least. There were a lot of trees here. Well, it's a good thing they didn't touch the trees on my land. You can get some trees over there and some trees back here. Maybe we should take a drive over there and find out what's going on. I would hate to think that they chopped down all the trees and left nothing. Well, maybe they, on the other end, they probably had a lot of orders. Maybe people are ordering lumber. Maybe some things are about to happen here on no man's land that we're not aware of. Maybe someone contacted the sawmill and said, hey, why don't you build me a cabin or something? Who knows? I don't know. I just woke up. I'm still kind of tired. Let's go have a look at our fields first before we do anything. That field is ready to harvest. That's good. And this field here is growing. Yeah, there's no trees. They cut down all the trees. This is my property line up here. There were a bunch of trees here a couple of days ago, but now they're all gone. Just the trees surrounding my farm. Well, that's good, I guess. I still have some shade around the farm. Let's drive around the front. Yeah, they clear-cut everything. This is deforestation at its best. Wow, I can't believe that. Let's go have a look at the sawmill and find out what's going on. Are my logs still here? Yeah, my logs are still here. Oh, maybe if they're in heavy need for lumber, we can probably sell those logs to them. I do remember seeing a logging truck over there. Maybe we can borrow that and bring our logs over there and sell them. Who knows? Alright, so while we're on our way to the sawmill, if you have not done so already, folks, hit that subscribe button for me in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Drop a like on the video if you like what you see, and then ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything here coming out of No Man's Land. Then when you're done that, come and follow us on all of our social media campaigns. You can find all the links to those in the description of the video. Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Patreon, you name it, we are there. Come and give us a follow on social media. Then check out the featured channel section of my YouTube channel. Go and look at all of those YouTubers over there. You'll see a nice little list of excellent farming simulator YouTubers. Subscribe to their channels, like their videos, all that fun stuff. All right, so we've arrived at the sawmill. What is happening at the sawmill? Well, they don't look any busier than they were the last time we were here. Still got all this lumber on the floor. Let's have a little walk. The truck is still here. It's empty. Let's see here. All the firewood is still here. What's going on back here? Well, they've been busy in here. They've been chopping down some boards. That's table saws. What else is happening over here? Not really much. It kind of just looks pretty bare in here. Well, what's this? Oh, hang on. I'm getting a message from someone. Hold on. Hello. This is the sawmill. It seems we have run out of trees to cut down due to high demand for lumber. If you have any wood that you would like to sell, we would be happy to purchase it. Feel free to borrow the truck if you wish. Regards, the No Man's Land Lumberyard. Well, that answers my question. So they're the ones who cut down all of the trees. Well, if they had a high demand for lumber, then I guess you do what you gotta do, right? That means infrastructure's coming back. People are taking an interest in No Man's Land. And maybe we can finally get some more farmers out here to get this commerce going again. Is commerce the right word, or we want to get the town back alive? Because there's a lot of land here, and there's room for lots of farmers. It just it seems like we're all alone here. All right, let's just take a quick trip down to the shop here, and we'll just see. Yeah, all the trees are gone. Every single one of them. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I didn't even see any logging equipment or anything. Just the truck. They must have brought it in special. What is that up there? What is this? Oh, and here's the progress we were speaking about. There seems to be an excavator parked here. I wonder what's going to be coming back to this location. It's empty, there's no one in it, but looks like they are getting ready to build something. I'm anxious to see what that is. Hopefully it's a variety store, because I'm running out of things in the house. I can't just keep eating the food that I brought. It's almost out. So, well, there's a few trees left up here, but then again, the shop owns this property up here. So I doubt that they would be allowed to cut down these trees. That's interesting that they would bring in an excavator. I wonder what's going to be built there. Anyways, we got some work to do. Let's get back to the farm. I think we've got to fertilize our 2 fields that are growing, and then we've got to harvest that 1 field that is ready to be harvested, and then we can throw those crops in this silo. Yeah, we do have a chance to test out our new fertilizer sprayer, so why don't we go and do our fertilizer spreader? Why don't we go do that? I think we have some pallets of fertilizer right over here from when we leased the fertilizer sprayer the last time. I keep saying sprayer. Yeah, we leased the fertilizer spreader in the last episode, and then we figured this Kuhn fertilizer spreader would be good enough. It was only $22,000. Alright, yeah, what's this over here? Alright, lime, okay. So there's some lime there if we need it. The fertilizer is over there. We just need to go and check and see how much is there. Do we have enough to fill up the spreader, or do we have to go to the garden center to buy some? There's our lumber. Okay, we can bring that to the sawmill later. Yeah, we've got, I think, 3.5 pallets of fertilizer. We can dump that into the spreader. Alright, let's jump back to the farm here. We'll fire up this old tractor, and then we'll attach the fertilizer spreader, and we'll get to work. Alright, I'm really anxious to see what is being built over there by the shop. And my fingers crossed it's going to be a convenience store, a variety store, maybe a sweet shop or something I can purchase the basic necessities from, milk and eggs, or bread even. Alright, let's drive on over to the fertilizer. We'll fill this up, and then we'll get to work. Well, you know, I was thinking, if they're bringing in an excavator and they're going to build something over there, that must mean that there are more farmers planning to come back, because why would the lumber yard chop down all of the trees if they were just building one thing? They've got to be building a multitude of things. Why am I I got so distracted, I drove to the garden center to buy fertilizer when I've got that fertilizer back at the farm. Oh, I got to get my head right. Alright, let's get back over there and finally fill up this fertilizer spreader. We'll get to work. But yeah, so I was saying, so there must be more farmers that are planning to come back here. The that is a lot of lumber that they cut down. Like, a lot. There are literally thousands of trees that have now gone missing. And I've got a lot of lumber back here that I could probably sell if we ever needed money. Well, we'll get to that later, I guess. Well, we'll fertilize the 2 fields that we have growing, and then we'll look at selling the lumber that we have on the ground right there. Instead of turning it into wood chips, we'll do the lumber mill a solid, and we'll help them out and give them some trees. Or not give them, we'll sell them at a nice price, I'm guessing. And then maybe we'll look later on down the road at selling them the rest of the trees we got back there, because there's a lot of trees. All right, and that was a lot of fertilizer we had on the ground there. We still got about a half a pallet left. All right, so we can just fertilize this real quick. This shouldn't take very long, because the width on this fertilizer spreader is pretty big. It's like 36 meters. And it's going to cover almost the entire field, or the entire half of the field. 2 passes should do it. And then we can zip on back to the back of the farm and fertilize those crops there. There we go. Done. And 1 more pass should cover it. Let's see, maybe 3 passes. Where's the line? There it is. All right. Might go right to the edge, it might not. Let's just see. Oh, a little bit of strip left on the right hand side. Well, that's good. It's not gonna cost a lot of fertilizer to fertilize these fields. 1 more strip down the edge here. We're wasting a little bit of fertilizer fertilizing the grass, but we've got to get all these crops. We need money. We need revenue. So the more crops we can fertilize, the better. All right, let's just go this way. Maybe we should build a road going back here. If we're going to use this as an access point, we probably should build a road and attach it to right there. All right, this one shouldn't take very long either. And wow, this Kuhn fertilizer spreader is pretty effective. We had it full to 100%. Well, that one field isn't very big, so it stands to reason that it wouldn't use that much fertilizer. But this field is a little bit lengthy. I'm guessing we still should have a lot of fertilizer left over. We can probably fertilize these fields probably 5 times over before we have to refill it. That's good, because we're not going to be spending a lot of money on fertilizer. We're not going to be spending a lot of gas driving back and forth to the garden center. It's a good thing it's not far away. All right, there we go. There's 1 pass, and this field is narrow. Is it more narrow than the other field? Can we get this done in 1 more pass? I think we can. Perfect. 2 passes and this field is done. And all we have to do is harvest the wheat. I think it's wheat that's growing over there. All right. So not a lot of work to do today, just a few tasks that need to be done around the farm. We'll fertilize these, finish fertilizing this field, and then we'll see what's next. Either harvesting or selling the wood. Still not sure. I think, to be honest with you, I think I want to get this harvesting over with. And we'll get those crops in the silo. And then we'll see about selling the wood after that. I do have to drive all the way to the sawmill to get the logging truck. I could use my log fork and front loading attachment to load the log truck, I'm guessing. But that's all the equipment they have. So, alright. First, I think I need to make some room in this god-awful shed, because it's getting pretty cramped in here. I'm going to put this here. I think I'm going to bring that small trailer out and put it over by the bales, because it's really just in my way. And with that small trailer out of here, I can fit the cultivator back there. And then, you know what? I don't even need the cultivator anymore, I don't think, because that seeder is a direct drill seeder. So I don't need to cultivate. Maybe I'll hold on to it. Let's just move this out of the way for now. You never know when we might need it. It's always good to hold on to equipment that you have instead of just selling it. We're doing okay. We're not doing too bad for money right now. Let's just, okay. Yeah, we're going to bring the small trailer out that right now has really no use. So we'll just drive this over to the bale shed over here, and we'll just park it inside the bale shed, I think. Just get it out of the way until we can afford to build a new shed, maybe another shed over here by the bale section shed. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We've got lots of space and not a lot of money. So we do have a lot of plans for the farm, but we just can't implement them until we get some more cash. So let's worry about taking care of our farm first. Here we go. You little small trailer, you will be fine right there in the bale shed. Let's go grab the larger tipper trailer and we'll drive that back to the field that we're going to harvest. And then we'll run back and grab the harvester and we'll get this over with. Alright, yeah, you can see it is getting very, very cramped in here. I either have to bite the bullet and build a new shed or get rid of some equipment. I don't want to leave it out in the elements to get ruined, so who knows. Alright, it is harvest time, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready. And this field isn't that big. It's not going to take very long to harvest. We'll start at one end and we'll end at this end, and we'll just leave the tipper right there. We should be able to do it all in one fill. We shouldn't have to empty the harvester more than once. That's another thing too. This as we get larger, this harvester is going to get left behind, as we will outgrow the need for such a small New Holland harvester. Got to think long term and start getting something a little bigger, but again, for that plan to be effective, we need money. So we've got a lot of money in lumber sitting on the ground over there by the bale shed, and we've got a lot of money in lumber surrounding our farm. It's just a matter of cutting it all down with the chainsaw and then hauling it all over to the sawmill, which I don't really want to do. I think maybe we'll wait and see if the sawmill brings back some more equipment. They might have more equipment. It's just probably on a different part of no man's land, just cutting down the rest of the trees. I'm guessing if they didn't get all that already, they would have had to have some sort of tree harvester to cut down all of those trees. So I imagine it's around here somewhere. But we'll worry about that later. Let's get this harvesting done. Oh, I want to disable the straw swath, and we want to get straw on the ground, because I was thinking about this the other day. I'm thinking maybe a small baler and small bale trailer is affordable, so we should start leaving straw on the ground just in case we pick up a baler, and then we have another revenue source, right? So instead of just throwing the straw all around the ground, we could probably just pick it up and sell it. I don't even know where that would be. Anyways, so let's get this harvesting done. And there we go. Perfect. This is the end. We did have to empty the harvester just once, and this is the last little bit of wheat that's going into the harvester. There's one little piece right there to the left. Let's go and grab that. Yes, this harvester is fine for now, but if we get a little larger, any larger, we're going to need bigger equipment. A bigger seeder, a bigger planter, a bigger harvester, a bigger tipper, a more powerful tractor. All these things cost lots and lots of money, so we're going to have to figure that out. Hopefully the bank comes back to no man's land. I'd like to be able to borrow some money, but you know, there's no bank, there's no one lending money, and if there's no one lending money, there's no one borrowing money. You get it. So hopefully we'll see something come back. I am really anxious to see what that excavator is going to do over in that bare plot by the shop. So, all right, Mr. Harvester, you have done your fantastic work again for today. Let's put you back in the shed. We'll run back and grab the trailer. And then I think we're just going to put the crops in the silo for now. We're not going to sell them. I don't really see a need to sell 4,000 liters of wheat. It's not really that much. We'll just save it until we have an abundance of crops or there's no room left in the silo. And then we can make the decision on where and when to sell it. At that point, come on, there we go. This shed is, yeah, we've outgrown this shed. Even the size of this harvester is anything bigger and we're going to overflow to the outside. And I don't want to leave any equipment out there to weather in the elements. All right, let's grab the tractor and we'll see just exactly how much wheat we have in here. Oh, so a little over 5,000 liters of wheat. Let's just go and dump this in the silo. We don't need to sell that. It's only at 27% capacity. It really makes no sense. We'll just hold on to it. You never know when we're going to need some wheat. All right, into the silo we go. Right over here, I believe. I haven't dumped anything into the silo yet, but I believe we just back up to this trigger point right there, and it should load into the hopper. Just like this. There we go. Perfect. All right. So now we've got money in the bank. We've got crops in the silo. This is turning out to be not that bad of an experience. We just need to put the tipper back into this shed. Then I think we're going to take a little drive over to the sawmill, and we're going to take them up on their offer of borrowing that log truck. And then we'll bring the log truck back here. And then we'll load it up. And then we'll see just how much money we can get for that lumber that's on the ground. And if it's a good price, we've got a lot more trees around the farm to cut down. Those ones right up ahead could probably go first, and that way we could build our road that goes around to the back. We just have a little pathway right up here by the fence. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We could probably landscape that in a day. Progress. All right, let's head on over to the sawmill. And here we are. All right, so there's still nobody here. But he did say in his message that I could borrow the truck, so that's what I'm going to do. I've never actually driven a log truck before, so this should be fun. I'm not a logger by any means, but this thing is huge. And I imagine it's going to be easy to drive it to the farm, but not so easy to drive it back due to the weight. Yeah, this thing handles pretty nice. It's got some good speed, some good pickup. I probably want to take it slow on the corners just in case it rolls. I don't want to damage someone else's vehicle. Alright. There we go. That's good. We can see the farm because we're the only ones that have trees. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it is what it is. Alright, so now we should just park this. We can leave it right here on the road. Where's a good access point? Right here. And that way we can just drive the logs over. We're going to have to attach the front-loading attachment to our tractor. Attach the log fork. I'm not sure if we're going to need the weight or not. I'm not going to chop any of these in half or in smaller pieces. We're just going to load them up. Maybe 1 or 2 logs at a time. And then we'll drive them on over to the sawmill and we'll see how much money we can get for all this leftover lumber that is sitting on the ground, just doing nothing. Alright, where is... Oh yeah, let's see. The front loading attachment is way back in the back left corner there. Yeah, we gotta get rid of this shed or get something else. Maybe we can cut down a few more trees and put the other shed right beside this one. Or over by the bale shed. Those are the 2 locations that we're looking at right now. So right here or over by the bale shed. Can we get out of here? There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's go load some lumber. There's the truck. There's the lumber. Alright, so this actually shouldn't take very long, but show you the first couple of logs going on. Alright. Now this is different than just bringing trees from the back of the farm over to the wood pile. We actually have to be careful not to hit the truck or damage the truck when we bring the logs and drop them in. So now this is going to be the tricky part. I've never actually loaded a logging truck before, so let's see exactly how this goes. Let's make sure that the log is straight. Well, oh, yeah. No, don't damage the truck, he says. Put a big scratch up that side post there. There we go. And then we should just be able to tip the forks forward and then open up the claw. And the log should just fall out, just like that. And then we have to do that about 35 to 40 more times. If you look at all of the lumber that's on the ground there. And then we'll be in good shape to drive this truck back to the sawmill and see how much money they are actually going to pay us for all of this wood. Alright, and here's the last log going on. We managed to fit every log that we had on the ground on this trailer. That one now on top is just a little bit wonky, but that's okay. We now have a full log truck full of lumber ready to go to the sawmill to sell. Alright, so let's just, we're going to park the tractor over here, and then we'll jump into the log truck and attempt to drive this fully loaded behemoth over to the sawmill without anything happening. Like I said before, I've never actually driven a log truck before. Today's the first time in my whole life that I've had to do this, and I've never driven a fully loaded log truck. This looks crazy. This looks crazy and dangerous. I don't know who in their right mind would ever want to be a logger in real life, but this is just an accident waiting to happen. No wonder these guys get paid a lot of money. This is highly dangerous. No, that one log just fell over. Alright. Let's make our way to the mill. Good. So far, so good. Nothing's happened. Still making some good speed. Not bad at all. We got to take this corner really slow. Oh, you can feel the weight shifting as you turn. This is dangerous. It's a good thing this road is straight. Alright. Couple of more turns and we will be at the sawmill. Then we can just hop back in the pickup truck and drive back to the farm. Alright. One more. I think it's a right turn coming up. There we go. And I see the sawmill. Perfect. So we're in the home stretch. We got here with no accidents, nothing broken. Excellent. And I think we just pull up here into this yellow rectangle. And then we just hop out and hit the button. And the sawmill automatically purchases all the wood. Makes it nice and easy. I guess it can run by itself. No one really needs to be here if they've automated this entire process. So $47,000 in the bank, and with this load of wood brings us to $83,000. Wow, that is a lot of money. $35,000 for one truckload of lumber. Let's just park the truck back beside the sawmill. We'll get in the pickup truck and then we'll drive back home. That is an enormous amount of money. No wonder they cut down all of the trees. They probably made a fortune. And then I hate to think what they're charging all of the other people coming back here to build their properties. I wonder how much that excavator guy is getting paid. If they're making this much money just on lumber alone, then I'm clearly in the wrong business. All right, so let's head on back to the farm, and I think we're going to call it a day, folks. There's not really much else to do. We can reseed the fields, but I think we're going to save that for later on this afternoon. We've got to do something about the baler situation as well. We've got that straw on the ground. So let's just drive back to the farm. We'll go and have some breakfast maybe. I didn't eat this morning when I got up, so I think hear my stomach rumbling a little bit. So let's go and have some breakfast. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by. Don't forget, if you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button for me in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Drop a like on the video, and then ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. Thanks again for stopping by. I sure do appreciate it. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And for now, this is JCTV saying, see you later!